Why are you like this? At the beginning of every video, you do something weird. Anyway, hello, and you threw me off. Hello and welcome to Food Reviews. Josie, this is my hubby. That's my hubby. And we are, in case you didn't read the title or see the thumbnail, this is a Cola Showdown episode. Very exciting. Yay. We often taste weird sodas. And so this seemed like an interesting possibility, just comparing some plain old colas. Okay, so quick story time. This one sends me a photo over Facebook Messenger of a flavor of Mountain Dew I've never seen before, and says, look at this wild flavor that's at the gas station near work. I said, that's really cool. Later in the day, he sends me a message and says, do you want me to go to that gas station and grab some weird soda flavors and we can make a video on them? So that's a great idea. I love tasting weird soda flavors for our videos. That's one of my favorite formats that we do. He goes, okay, what's my budget? And I said, well, keep it under $20. This one spends $21 and change, which is verifiably not $20 or less, by the way, and brings 2 big old bags of sodas home. Half of them are cola from brands we know. Pepsi and Coke. Colas. Not wild, crazy, insane flavors of cola like mango or pineapple. It's cherry. It's vanilla. It's plain cola. The other half of the sodas are Faygo in 5 flavors, 4 of which I've had before, 1 of which I have not had before. 1 soda. He managed to get 1 soda out of the whole 2 big old bags that I've never had before. 1. For a taste test video. I was like, are you serious? Did you seriously bring me a bag of colas in a name brand for a taste test? Yes. I was like, well, luckily for you, Pepsi versus Coke is a big thing. So we'll do a Cola Showdown instead. As for the Faygos, of the flavors that I know I like, they're mine. The flavors I know that I don't like, they're his. And at the end of this video, we'll find out what that 1 soda falls under. Something I like or something I don't like. Is it mine or is it his? Let's find out. So stick around to the end if you want to know what that flavor is and whether or not I like it. $21 for 1 soda that I haven't had before. Yeah. This one, I tell you. But luckily, Pepsi versus Coke, very controversial kind of a situation. So what's going to happen? So we're going to try the 3 standard flavors of cola that almost everyone knows and is in no way a weird soda flavor. But we're going to each be able to give a half a point per round to our favorite of the 2 colas, for a total of 3 points available by the end of the video. And whoever has the highest score wins. And then I get to drink all the colas because I made this work and he almost ruined it. So the colas are mine. I'm going to drink them. I might share. I probably won't. I can be kind of a butt about that sort of thing. $21. Anyway, so here we go. Round 1. Contender 1. Cherry Coke. Versus Wild Cherry Pepsi. Okay, so these are comparable in size. They're both 20 fluid ounces, and they both have 260 calories per bottle. So we're not winning any competitions there. Neither one of them has the confusing nutrition label that's like, this many calories per serving, this many servings per bottle. This is a serving, and I'm glad they're finally admitting that and not making you do math to figure out how many servings you drank out of that bottle. That nonsense of only 100 calories per serving, there's 6 servings in a bottle, is just nonsense. Don't do that, companies. Don't do that. This is 1 serving. I'm glad they finally caught up to that. Although it's kind of fun that on the Pepsi it says contains 0% juice. Who does not know that there's no cherry juice in this soda? Who is this for that they don't realize that? I would not purchase a Pepsi and go, I can't believe there's no real fruit juice in that Pepsi. What kind of a person expects them to put fruit juice in the soda? That's weird. It's some kind of flavored syrup that goes in there. Kind of like the flavored syrups you can put on top of your ice cream. Like that. Okay, so what do you want to start with, the Coke or the Pepsi?
Let's start with the Pepsi.
Okay. Let's see if I can open this. I cannot. Ow, it sprayed me. Thank you. Such a gentleman. Okay, let's give this a little... It does have a bit of a smell to it. That's really sweet. I mean, even on a soda scale, that's quite sweet. It's fizzy. It's got a distinct cherry flavor.
Very smooth, though.
It's very smooth. Very smooth indeed. All right, Coke. Let's see what you got. I'm usually a off-brand soda drinker, but if I walk up to a soda machine, I usually punch the Coke button. So we'll see if I was right all along.
I've got...
That's closer than I thought it was going to be.
For me, it's not. I'm surprised.
I didn't say it was close. I said it's closer than I thought it was going to be. You were going to say something before you sipped the soda.
Yeah. As I say, I've got the story about the first time I ever tried cherry
dear
Coke. Okay, later.
We had a whole conversation about not bogging down the video with 72 anecdotes about everything we have.
I'll tell you later then.
This is a head-to-head cola video. It's not just a taste test. We need tight rounds, and we talked about this.
We did. My apologies.
We talked about you not telling a story about every soda.
Okay.
Why are you moving them away? We haven't finished yet.
I don't know.
Do you don't think I might want to take another sip to compare? Going back to the Pepsi for a second.
What, I'm not awarding the half point I thought I was.
I would have to say that I think the Wild Cherry Pepsi has more cherry flavor in it than the Coke does. But it tastes a little more artificial cherry to me. It's got a little bit more of that I melted a cherry lollipop in my soda flavor, which I do not like. I thought I was going to like the one that tasted more cherry. But I was wrong, because the excess level of cherry in the Pepsi makes it less pleasant for me. I prefer the subtle bite of the Coke.
For me, I can't really taste the cherry in this Coke. I like the Pepsi better. I thought I was going to like the Coke better.
Okay, so it looks like round 1, Cherry Coke versus Wild Cherry Pepsi. Half a point from me for the Coke. Half a point for Pepsi from hubby. This is a tight race. Time for round 2. Never. For round 2, we have Vanilla Coke versus Vanilla Pepsi. Surprise, surprise. Let's start with the Pepsi again. I'll try to open the Coke. One thing I do generally like about Coke is their lids aren't quite so aggressive. Like the shape of the lid is less sharp on a Coke than it is on a Pepsi. You see what I mean? The Pepsi's got these deep ridges on it, and the Coke has a flatter ridge on the lid.
Yeah.
So it's less likely to hurt my hand when I try to open it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Before we sip these sodas, let me try to show the camera what I'm talking about. You can see all those tiny ridges all over the Pepsi cap right there. And then comparison-wise, there's little flat ridges on the Coke. Which, when I do like this part of my hand is very, very sensitive, very tender. So when I go like this to open it, the Pepsi bites into my hand more than the Coke bottle does. So if it's a little extra tight, I'm never going to get the Pepsi open, but I will be able to open the Coke. Because I can exert more pressure on the Coke bottle without hurting my hand. Yeah. That's got a strong vanilla scent. Yeah. I can almost smell the extract. I mean, you definitely taste the vanilla.
It's very vanilla forward.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's very smooth.
Very smooth. I'd say it tastes less like cola because of how strong the vanilla flavor is.
Yeah. You don't really get the cola flavor.
This is practically all vanilla flavor. Let's try the Coke. See how it goes. See, again, it's a more subtle flavor, but I like that. The more in-your-face flavor of the with the cherry, it was just an unpleasant cherry flavor. So when there was more of it, it wasn't great. But with the vanilla, I feel like the vanilla flavor legitimately just makes it taste not like a cola. And I don't buy a cola so that it can not taste like a cola. I want that cola flavor.
I like the bite that Coke has. But again, I'm okay with this.
You like the more aggressive flavorings in the Pepsi?
Yeah. No, this is not going the way I expected.
Maybe you should be drinking Pepsis. We still gotta. Well, we're gonna continue buying the off-brand sodas because we ain't got this kind of money all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do head for the soda machine, maybe you'll aim for the one that's got the Pepsis in it instead of the one that's got the Cokes in it.
I don't like this.
Get more in frame, love.
No, okay,
you're mildly out of frame.
You were about to say
okay,
get more.
So, well, I am, but not quite yet. So yeah, I got to give my half point to the vanilla Coke because I am not certain that if that wasn't colored like a cola and someone handed me that vanilla Pepsi to try, I would never taste it and say this is a vanilla cola. I'd say, wow, a vanilla soda. And I'd think it was just vanilla flavor, no cola. That's how strong the vanilla is. So I got to give my half point to the Coke.
There you go, Pepsi.
If we don't agree on the next round, this will be a tie. Do you know how unsatisfying that's going to be for our viewers? They're going to be like, you can't do a tie!
I was raised in a Coke household. Pepsi was the devil. I don't understand what's happening here.
Athena's gonna hate that you like the wild cherry Pepsi. She despises wild cherry Pepsi.
Well, she's wrong.
Oh, we're leaving that in. Sky, don't you edit that out. You let Athena know. He said she's wrong. We were just talking about this taste test the other day while we were talking to each other, and yeah, she said that usually when it comes to Coke or Pepsi, she doesn't really taste much of a difference between them, and so she can buy either one. And she knew that she liked cherry Coke, so there was a sale on the wild cherry Pepsi, and she thought to herself, well, I like cherry Coke, I'm definitely gonna like wild cherry Pepsi. And she sipped it, and she was like, ugh, that's terrible. I don't like it at all. I made an awful mistake. And now she knows never to buy wild cherry Pepsi. Because in the entire Coke versus Pepsi family, that's the only one she doesn't like that she's tried. And I can taste the artificialness of that cherry flavor, and I don't like it. There's too much of it. I think the cola in the Coke has, it's only a mildly cherry flavor. And so even if it is that artificial cherry, I can't taste the artificialness next to the cola flavor. But there's just so much of that flavoring in the Pepsi that it overrides it.
Yeah, I can't really taste the cherry or the vanilla in the Coke product, like, at all.
Are you sick?
No, that's the dessert that I don't know what's going on here. But I don't like it.
Well, this final round is going to decide things, so...
Fire blast.
Okay, so what we have here for round 3. Original Coke versus original Pepsi versus RC Cola, surprise contender. Make the bottle dance. We're trying to have an effect here. What was that?
Being different.
Stop it. You need a cohesive vision for a video. Sky, leave this in. The banter is very popular amongst our viewers. They like the banter. At least Mom and Athena always told me that our banter was their favorite part of the videos.
Fair enough.
So, it's never edit out the banter.
Okay.
Including me telling you not to edit out the banter. Don't edit that out either.
Start with the Pepsi.
I've noticed, by the way, the RC Cola has the Pepsi style lots of ridges cap. So that's something to think about.
See, that has the bite that I like from Coke, but lessened.
There's no bite to this for me. It's as smooth as butter. Solid cola flavor. The only bite in that is just what exists from there being carbonation. There's no flavor bite.
That could
By the way, interesting thing about the RC Cola, it's 270 calories per bottle, not 260. This has got 10 extra calories somewhere. It's the same volume, 20 fluid ounces. You know, when I was a little kid, I thought 20 FLOZ meant 20 full ounces. Like, there's no fractions. This is 20 full ounces.
That's funny.
I didn't realize there was a difference between fluid ounces and dry goods ounces. So nope. Ow. Jeez.
Huh.
What?
The Coke is 240 calories. The Pepsi is 250. The RC is 270.
That's interesting because the flavored ones were the same number of calories, 260.
That's
in
weird.
Both of these. The cherry and the vanilla were both 260. Now the Coke is the least number of calories per bottle.
That's weird.
Hey. Hey, Coca-Cola, how about you? Look at you. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
There's that refreshing pop at the back of your throat where it's like, hey, I'm here. You know what I is. You know what I is. No, no way. Can't get that. Nope. Mm-mm. My hand hurts so bad already. I'm not even joking. Ow. The meat of this hand is so mad at me right now. I know you do like this to open a soda. I can't do that. I don't have the grip strength. I need to get the meat of the hand in there, and it's a bad idea.
Mm.
I don't like that. RC Cola, where did you go? I used to drink you all the time. What happened? It's like, I don't know, it's like I can taste the syrup. It's like there's too much syrup versus seltzer, you know? The soda water and the syrup are out of balance in there. We might have gotten a bad bottle.
It is decidedly less sweet than the other two. I like the flavor.
It tastes out of balance to me. I don't like the RC Cola at all. Blech. Honestly, if these are my only three choices, Cola wins. And by cola, I mean Coke. Coca-Cola. They're all colas. The Coke wins because I like that aggressiveness at the back of your throat that Coke has that none of the others do. I really like it. But if I had a choice, honestly, I would pick Hill Country Fair Cola over any of these. I just had it with lunch. And all of these taste a little off, and I know why, and it's because most of the time the cola I'm drinking is Hill Country Fair Cola. And I've grown to prefer it. But if I have to pick one of these, my half point would be going to Coca-Cola.
Freaking Pepsi. I don't understand what just happened with my life.
You prefer the Pepsi in every flavor.
Mm-hmm.
What
has happened to my life?
Oh,
I don't understand.
We're finishing this on a tie?
Yes.
We're finishing this on a tie.
Yes.
Oh boy. That's not great.
Why?
You know what? We're gonna have to recruit some assistants then. It's the only possible solution to this. We need a tiebreaker. So here's what we're going to do. Our editor, Sky, is going to procure an original Coke and an original Pepsi. And Sky is going to taste them and attribute a half point to one of them. And then put it on the scorecard at the end of the video and let us know which one won. You got to help us out, Sky. We can't end this on a tie. We can't. The internet will explode. We have to pick one.
I don't understand what just happened.
I don't either. That's crazy. Okay, so final score is... And then put it up there. There we go.
Yeah.
Poor RC Cola. I think we got a bad bottle because that tasted out of balance to me. If I got a fountain drink that tasted like that, I would go up to the counter and be like, I think your syrup and soda water are out of balance because this tastes weird.
Yeah. My entire life, anytime I've gone to go get a drink or order a drink at a restaurant or at a machine, it's always ignore the Pepsi. Pepsi doesn't exist. Go for Coke.
Go for Coke.
I don't understand what just happened with my life.
Confusing, huh?
Uh-huh. Add it to the long list.
I still prefer Coke. Okay, so the flavor of Faygo that I've never tried before is delicious cotton candy. It's labeled delicious, so it has to be good, right? I do like the color. The color is really pretty. This nice icy blue. It looks kind of like Glacier Gatorade.
Yeah.
Oh, easily opened. I enjoy that. Couldn't get any of those other sodas open. I hate that. I hate everything about that. Do you know why I hate that?
No.
Not supposed to happen. I didn't get to show them what happened. You but.
Sorry.
What happened was the little plastic ring came off with the cap. You know the plastic ring that's supposed to safely hold the cap connected to the bottle to ensure that this soda has not been tampered with? It came off. Which means, how do I know it hasn't come off before? That's why I hate that, because it's no longer a tamper-resistant seal if you can take the whole thing off and put it back on. I hate that. Anyway, well, let's hope nobody tampered with it, because I'm going to sip it anyway. Here we go. Oh, it certainly smells like cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
This actually makes me a little nervous. Did they just melt a bunch of cotton candy into soda water?
I don't know.
I hope not. That would be really sweet. How much? Wait, was... Okay. Serving size, 1 bottle. Calories, 230. This is the healthiest of the sodas calorie-wise. Way to go, Faygo. I was proud of Coke, but Faygo's doing even better. That was an involuntary facial reaction. It tastes like they just took cotton candy, put a bunch of soda water in a bin, and just dropped cotton candy into it. Which is to say, it tastes very authentic and not good. Because it tastes like I'm getting the amount of cotton candy that's in like half of a whole serving of cotton candy, except in one sip. It is too much for me. Too intense. I do not like it. You can have it. I don't like it.
I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, it's because you're a monster. We've established this. He's a monster. Look at this. Look at this. This is a monster. That's what this is. I gotta stop being so enthusiastic. I move faster than our camera can handle. Looks like we have special effects that make me blur when I move, but in fact it's just that my camera can't keep up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. A cola showdown between Coke and Pepsi that will be resolved by the editor because we couldn't decide.
Here's my life.
You have a half point, Sky. Put it somewhere. I'm just going to have to trust that you actually tasted the products and you didn't just go, I'll just put it here randomly. Just going to trust you. Anyway, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. You know how YouTube works. So, do the things. All the things you know you're supposed to do. And are you going to get over here and say goodbye to the people? We're making a video! You make me look crazy. You know that, right?
Apologies. I got distracted.
Thanks for joining us. And we appreciate you viewing this. We appreciate them viewing this video. and doing all of the things, the engagement stuff, sharing the video and commenting on the video and, all that video stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye. Bye. Wave slower so the camera can see it. Bye. That looks psychotic.